and Fnatic guarantee themselves a space in the top 4, whereas for Guts, they need all here. And they said, you know, Alfama's brought some of that NA style and structure to the team. And I agreed. I was like, they look like the TSM of the region. And
perched up on top
floor is lava
of the toilet there, and he's just keeping himself away from danger. Rips the nitro. What a kill from Yura. That is a Pinot special, let me tell you, Des. That's one of his favourites. Get led prone underneath the window and take the tight angle onto the challenge for the repelling operator, and he hits it wonderfully. Yura starting things out, and then Guts, they double down and get themselves a second 5 versus 3 very quickly here, or within the first minute, in fact, of round number 1. A great start for Guts.
Fantastic active defense is what I'd describe it as. You know, being willing to press up against the window, take a gunfight, C4 aggressively onto the window itself to collect those opening 2 kills and shut down 2 crucial members of Fnatic is absolutely huge. Not least because, of course, you're taking away the Zofia and all the utility she had in back pocket. Another 5 ult coming out as they now go for the repel in. Mam's a little bit closer, but gets the spray across his head, and down goes JJ. And that'll be their first kill in the round. It's still
30 seconds, then you start thinking it's doable, but Mentalist overextends. Thinks that there's nobody inside a connector, but there is. Merio finding the kill out there into the bathroom, leaving Tex to suck up a lungful of that toxic babe canister. Great headshot onto Yura to find the kill on the Vigil, but still 1 versus 3. 40 seconds to go. Diffuser not in hand. Bit of a nightmare here for Tex on the Capitao.
He has got 30 seconds to play with, and I think he's nervous about where the last couple of members are, especially that smoke. Gets at least some insight here to be able to step himself up quite comfortably to the top of yellow, but now needs to win a couple of gunfights. 1 behind the shield, 1 connector, 1 off down the hallway. Either way you look at it, it is rough, and he's going to inhale that toxic gas. Light collecting the closing kill, and Fnatic, after being stopped by Guts in the early round, unable. One of the weirdest things I've looked away from the screen to in my life. But she's having a wonderful time, and so are we. As I'm sure are Fnatic. 2 kills in the round, 1 coming inside of Anti, and here they go. The push coming inside a lobby and maybe looking for a plant here. Mag in the default spot behind the bomb, rather than just tucked into the left side of the door. No one above for the side of Guts to stop this one going down. A smoke for good measure, because why not? This one will be connected, and Fnatic have got all 5 alive in a post-plant 5 versus 3. This is one of the rounds that you look at and do not expect Guts to get back.
A great push from Fnatic there, getting Mag inside. They had control over meeting, didn't really need to take over too much more of the top floor. That's a little bit of a mistake there for Guts Gaming. They need to be pressuring that area a little bit more, because, as you can see, this is what happens. The diffuser goes down, and right now they've no option but to try and just push out there and get on. Look how far away Tex is playing from there, and he's just going to sit there all day long.
Defender, you play on attack half the time. You'll know where common drone positions are, and you can go hunting for them. So another kind of side use that we didn't talk about too much earlier on, but now at the very least there's more cover on the upstairs for Fnatic. 2 kills have come flying in, 1 onto the Jaeger, 1 onto the Aruni, leaving just to smoke the Kaid and the Echo to defend this one. 1 C4 between them, 3 smoke canisters, and of course those Yokai drones.
But the problem is, if he is replaced by JJ, who finally manages to get that kill through the soft wall, they need to go in and deal with JJ. He's managed to get himself a second onto Tex, because if he can stay above as the smoke, he's got the shotgun, he can open up the vertical angles to prevent a plant going down. Right now, they can't get anywhere near him, Des. That's 3 for JJ. He's going to get challenged again, but he has scarpered. He's moved himself through the round. Des, he plays Mentalist like a fiddle and finds the kill. Just plays ring around the roses, knows exactly where the man is going. 13 seconds left to go. 2 versus 1. It's all up to Mag. He goes in and tries to get this diffuser down. He does manage to avoid the toxic babe canister. He's got a little bit of a bait with the smoke canister, but as you say, surely the Yokai, no. Des, it doesn't get used. I'm not sure if there were any left. Mag, he just now has to hold his angle and try to win these 2 fights. 1 versus 2. He turns away at the wrong time, but he gets away with it for now. He's got some red ping information. He finds 1. Can he get the kill? No! Shut down by Light on the Echo. Moves in, and we're playing holes in the soft wall. Meryu is actually playing on a deployable shield inside the double door, so he's sort of just dipping in and out of that room. You can see the rotation that's allowing his movement through. Lily opens up with 1 onto Tex. Styx does trade it back with a nade, but it still leaves Fnatic struggling to get inside of admin. Meryu playing on the shield that I was talking about now, and he's just going to hold that for as long as possible, because Fnatic want this top floor. They want admin so that they can get control of visas, and that allows them to push into the teller's site to try and get a diffuser down. They'll basically largely ignore the bottom floor until a point where they're going to get the diffuser down. If they have the manpower, they'll send 1 or 2 down there to try and prevent any vertical denial. But right now, it's all about admin and visa, and right now, it's all about Guts Gaming winning these defensive battles.
Using the sound cams there as a bit of a scout as well. I was going to say no one was pressuring into copy. They had people on windows out towards the east and the south of admin, but no one on copy. And you want that pressure to stop the player moving between copy, down through break room, up and down, behind the shield, so on and so forth. And Lusty now has managed to, at least with that bit of support coming from that window, step his way forward. I don't know if he knows about the man close to him. He doesn't. Meryu finding the kill onto Lusty and still has support at the top of Visa stairs. Great start for Guts.
Perfect from Meryu there, just playing his life, kept himself in the battle for as long as possible. Stigs will get the kill onto Europe, but the problem here, Des, is time. 45 seconds, and Fnatic have only just got themselves established in the diffuser in hand. That's another issue. Meryu has been down now, so we find ourselves 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. Guts giving up too many lives. Guts, you had it all there. You'd done the hard yards. You'd kept them out of admin. For now is the time, but he's not aware, and he's not going to pull the trigger on that one just yet. They just need that information. JJ gets himself up to the top as he settles down. Will he go for it? Yes, he will. He was just waiting to take his position. Wonderful play from JJ there. Got a little bit lucky that Lusty wasn't any more aggressive than that, but still, the job is done. JJ gets one onto Stigs and is traded out immediately by Tex, but that leaves us Guts game in 4 versus 3 in the final 45 seconds.
It's one of them ones where you just know you're waiting for someone to pull the trigger, but they spend 10, 15 seconds because they aren't certain. And fair enough, I'd rather they wait and guarantee it's going to net a kill rather than just thinking, well, maybe someone's there now, pull the trigger, no one dies. But at least good stuff to find out the man early on. Fnatic once again, and I'll note this because the same as the last round, are down 2 members. They've been in this spot multiple times throughout this fixture and have still pulled back 2 rounds. Don't count them out just yet, but for Guts, they're also looking to right the wrongs of the previous round and make sure this one goes their way on the scoreboard, especially with 10 seconds left.
They've got to make the push now. In goes Mentalist. Tex is pushing forward as well. He's got Diffuser in hand. That's the round done. The Diffuser's down cold. It's 1 versus 2. Mentalist has no option but to find 2 kills in 3 seconds. He goes for it, but it's going to be Meryu to shut him down, and Meryu's having a big game today. Ultimately, that allowed them to get the push in towards Tellers to get the final kills, but a great opener. Lily, once again, he did exactly the same last time around. Nitro onto Tex. That's going to find the kill, and that's an early with Lily. This time he's managed to avoid it. There is magnets in there, potentially ADSs as well. What a shot from Lily. Headshot to rip Stigs off the rappel, having absolutely none of it.
Absolutely none indeed. 5-3, and again, it feels like I've said that probably 4 times this half. Fnatic are down 2. Guts still at full strength. Time is dwindling. It's become a recurring theme throughout. Let's not forget again what we're playing for here. Fnatic only need 1 point to guarantee their spot in the top 4. But here, Guts are putting up one hell of a fight. It was a 5 versus 1 until Mentalist steps up and finds something. But he knows that he's got all the work to do. Again, no diffuser. 4 enemies stand in his way. He's had one hell of a season. But something tells me that even he can't pull this off. Guts have got to be commended for a fantastic defensive half here. Really making the side of Fnatic sweat, and now we get to see what they can do on the attack.
They're going to have to do something, Des, because, and by that I mean we're in the right spot. The electrical is taken out by the explosion, and the garage is open.
And the Ashe barely having to expose herself either. However, Mag's the one who steps up first and brings down the superhero of the first half in JJ, who was sat on his 8 kills. 2 kills swinging back the way of Guts, mind you. So despite the pretty good start coming out from Mag, he's now been cleared out by Meryu. Mentalist, the one currently trying to hold inside a key position. That Ashe that was on the window earlier on clearly has moved away as Meryu's now in a pretty powerful position. And if not careful, could just hold this spot here and really give them a headache on the pushing for the plant.
Tex and Mag cleared out then. That's one of the roamers gone in Tex, likely to force Lusty back in towards site. Now then, Meryu, he's in a position to start getting that diffuser down, but he's taken out by Mentalist as Stigs also gets Lily. 2 headshots there. Light gets aggressive. The man on boxers still manages to keep his life and continue fighting. Lusty finds Yura, and this one is going in the direction of Fnatic. Diffusers down, Toxic Babe canisters out. There is plenty of time for Light here. If he wants to go completely back to the drawing board, he can do and just really come in with something different. But the problem that he's got is there's only 2 in sight. He's got 1 above him vertically in the mirror of Mentalist, and that's going to prevent him necessarily from pushing from elsewhere. He maybe needs to go and get him cleared out first. He will get spotted out here, surely. Mentalist, it's an easy kill there. 1 + 2 equals 3, Des, as you see there in the mirror. Out he pops, gets...
They really like the 0. We've seen Flores be stupidly effective. JJ taken off the board, already removing the hard breacher for the side of Guts. But again, Flores want to keep a close eye on how he uses those boom bots. All 4 are still in back pocket. You can use...
And it's going to be very difficult for anybody to attempt a pickup because it could, of course, be dangerous. It is a good shot, but Mentalist shuts down Meryu on the return with a headshot. And right now, Fnatic, they're starting to dig in. And Guts, they're having a real difficulty in moving them around. And as you can see, there's aggression then up onto the windows. They know that the Ash is potentially down here and just waiting for Light to take his opportunity to move across. But he's aware of that and he does focus in on that window, but won't find anybody for the time being. Into the final minute, 4 versus 2.
And this is it ultimately, right? He steps across to go for the reds. Fnatic are likely going to see him from the window moving across, and he's dead. I mean, look at Mag downstairs here playing that reverse angle through the drone hole that we spoke about earlier on. There comes the jump out, and he was waiting for that one. Lusty getting the initial down, also closes out the kill, and we balance things up at 4 apiece. I think he was juiced up to the high heavens.
I think he was over here. I think he was about 120 HP, so he's just managed to survive out that explosion that went off next to him. I'm sure his ears will be ringing. What a run out from Mag, though. He doesn't just get 1. No, no, no. It's a massacre from Mag as he doubles down and finds 2. And that puts Fnatic in the driving seat here of round 9. 5 versus 3 now. And they can just start to sit back. That's the danger for Eddie. He's got his angle prepared and they force the smoke to move, but Mentalist somehow still manages to keep himself alive. No, he doesn't. Shut down by Light from the window. Lily levels things up with the kill onto Mag, giving Yellow Stairs almost control, but Lusty, he has something to say about it before being traded out. Stigs finds one onto Light, and once again, Guts are fighting short-handed. 1 versus 2. It's all down to Yura. Tex, Stigs, they've just got to hold on. 15 seconds.
Yeah, that 1 versus 2 and 30 seconds on the clock is always a nerve-wracking one when you're in Yura's shoes here. Still stepping his way forward. The members of Fnatic happy to be patient. They need to go aggressive. Yura has got the diffuser mine use. If he can get this stuck down, it could be an incredible spot to be able to clutch the round out. But I think here the call has been, let's go for kills. Let's try and stop. I'm not even going to bother trying. Tex collecting that kill in the dying seconds. Fnatic, 3 rounds on the bounce in this half.
He knows he's not going to get a successful...
Since coming out of Fnatic, Light crouch walking his way in the mirror has no idea. It's the freest kill of his life, but Light put down to very low HP, being smoked out here. He's going to have to run in fear for his life on about 10 HP remaining at this point. It's still a kill for them. It's still a 5 versus 4 for Guts.
Breach not open yet, and that is a big factor here because, of course, Guts are going to be looking to get towards a plant potentially. But yes, they can get it open. Yura manages to get the kill onto Mag, so that is a big, big kill because that's the Echo as well. So there's going to be a lot less denial of any potential plant attempt. Stigs just still holding himself right at the back of cafeteria there. Let's go of a long arm throw, but it's going to be into the wrong location. JJ will have opportunity to get this diffuser down, does so successfully as Yura puts Lusty down at the same time. 2 versus 5 now, and surely a round that is going to be going in the direction of Guts Gaming. There's 30 seconds left for Fnatic to do something here. Tex and Stigs have it all in hand as Tex finds a kill onto Yura. 20 seconds left to go. Kills are needed, but it's unlikely that they will come as Light shuts down the first. Stigs manages to get the man on the drop, but 12 seconds, 3 kills. This is looking bad for Fnatic here. Guts more than likely to level things up. Killed from the very back of the map there, right up at the top of the ramp. JJ finds his man. He's got the long angle on the scope. Defenders, the JJ has moved to the main door, but it's more about getting meat in control here. I think they've got a man on the balcony. Meryu finds Mag, so that's a good start, and that gives an advantage to Guts Gaming. 35 seconds. JJ is getting the diffuser down now, and I'm not sure how much Fnatic can do about this. Lily finds Tex. That was on the top floor, and that's where you would have been looking for your denial to come from. Stigs on to Meryu, leaves us 4 versus 3. Diffuser down.
Stick straight back upstairs as if you get that down as well when there's still 9 alive. They've managed to walk away with murder there. Yura getting another one, and Fnatic will find themselves bleeding members here. 4 versus 1 for Guts. 2 rounds on the bounce potentially coming in. They got the setup just right. Pushed Fnatic back more than enough and almost flawless. Only losing 1 man in the round. A great execute coming out of Guts.
Oh, how about that? The best that Fnatic can hope. They need to recognise the danger of the Nitro. How's about that for quick reactions from Yura? Sees the Nitro on the Sam Cam, gets off in time to get out of the way of it, but also...
Self alive though, and Fnatic at least now find themselves down 1.
I'm wondering if he maybe got the kill before the body interacted with the Claymore. He actually shot him
or the very brief delay you get with the Claymore.
That's it. There's about half-second trigger if the kills have come in at that point. It'll be interesting to watch back. Mag gets the kill onto Meryu to level things up 4 versus 4. Fnatic still fighting in this one. They're certainly not out of it yet. They were on the back foot slightly, but they really are fighting right now as Mentalist managed to get the kill onto JJ, and there's a good chance that's put the diffuser down on the ground as well. It looks like that will be the case. Now, Yura deploys another SAM-cam on the spiral stairs, just trying to gather some information there. The hatch has been dropped, so we've got Fnatic on the defense, just moving back to tell us, but completely caught out. Des Light on the rotate, manages to find 2. Lusty and Tex just not looking over towards Visa stairs at all, and it is as easy as kiss, kiss, bang for Light.
For the whole of Guts, apparently a 4 versus 3 down to a 1 versus 3. That's how you give a round and potentially the game away. Fnatic losing out to Guts, probably a game that very few predicted, but it's about to become reality unless Mag can do something special. He cannot. Guts will dismantle Fnatic, but Fnatic have still secured that spot in the top 4.
Guts fighting hard for their opportunity though, securing a full 3 points there, and boy have they come alive in the last couple of weeks. I picked them out in my predictions last week. I didn't. This week, Des, I went for Fnatic. My picks are in tatters.
Mate, what can I say? Today has been a rough day for you. Is that 3?
Tough. It's because I had a